These are the plaintiffs, Marcy and Alfred. Marcy says her friend gave her a stray dog she found out in the cold on Christmas Eve, and she agreed to care for it until the rightful owner was located. She took the dog to the vet to look for a chip, but none was found. So instead of bringing the dog to a shelter where she feared it would be destroyed, she started caring for it in her home. A few weeks later, a young man approached her husband while he was walking the dog, claimed it was his, then just snatched the dog away. The defendant never proved he owned the dog, and that's why they're here today, suing for the $2,500 they spent on the dog while it was in their care. These are the defendants, Dolores and Aloysius Elvin. Dolores says she canvassed the neighborhood with flyers when her dog went missing, and the plaintiffs would have had to be blind not to notice. They believe the plaintiffs out and out stole their dog. They don't owe the plaintiffs anything. Billy's their dog. He rightfully belongs to them, and that is that. They're accused of being dog snatchers.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay. Marcy and Alfred, you've asked us only to mention your first names. You are suing Dolores Elvin and Aloysius Elvin for $2,500. The value that you've placed on a dog that they have that you feel is yours, what you actually want is you want the dog back.
Yes.
All right. Tell me what happened here.
On December 25th, around 10 p.m., 11 p.m., my friend and neighbor came home, drove home with her family, and they saw the dog sitting outside. The dog ran up to them, and my friend picked the dog up.
What kind of dog?
It's a multi-poo, and they picked the dog up. They examined the dog, see if the dog had any identification at all. There was no tags, no identification. And it was late. She said, well, I don't want to take the dog home because I have a female dog at home. Would you mind keeping the dog until we can try to find and locate the owners?
Wait, you keep telling me about what she did. You're right here. Can you come up?
And she has a written statement.
I need a written statement. I've got her tongue.
Okay.
Okay. Hi. What's your name?
Princetta.
Okay.
What happened was when we was getting out the car, the dog ran up to my daughter and my husband. He
How
was
old's your daughter?
shaking. My daughter is 14.
Okay.
And the dog was shaking. So my husband said, oh my God, we gotta take the dog inside. I said, no, we have Cupcake inside. What kind of dog is it? He said, I don't know.
Cupcake's a dog.
My
Okay,
dog,
right,
which
got it.
is
Okay.
which is a girl dog.
Right. So because you have a pet in the house, you end up keeping the dog.
Yes.
The next day, what do you two do to try to find?
What I did, because my dog is signed up with Home Again because she has a chip, I called them and I told them I found the dog, what should I do? They said, do the dog have tags? I said, no, it doesn't have any
No
tags.
collar.
It only had
So
a
you took
flea
the dog to a
collar.
vet to see if the chip could be read, if there was a chip, but there was no chip.
They scanned the dog.
No chip.
No chip.
All right. So were you able to find a placement for the dog, or did you, in the
I kept the
meantime,
dog.
fall in love?
And yeah, I
She
fell in love.
Okay.
And I kept the dog, but we still tried to locate. We went to the groomers. I have a letter from the groomer. We brought them in.
Trying to locate the
Trying
owners.
to locate the owners. We looked around the neighborhood for flyers. There were no flyers or posters.
Okay.
We walked the neighborhood for 3 times a day with the dog to try to see if we can find any kind of proof that someone posted.
So
lost it.
you've decided I'm adopting the dog.
Right.
And when does that rug get pulled out from under you? It's now what, January what did it happen?
January 2nd.
Oh, it was pretty quick. So it was about a week later.
About a week later,
Right.
my husband was walking the dog.
Okay, let's hear from husband. Can you switch with husband? So you're walking the dog.
Yes, on the morning of
You
the
have now
second.
named the dog what?
Oreo.
Oreo.
On the morning of the second.
I'm going to guess it has white and black markings?
Yes.
Okay, do you have a picture?
Yes, I have
Can I
pictures.
see it?
Yes.
All right, so on the morning of the 2nd,
Morning of the second, I'm taking the dog out for a walk on the block, and while walking the dog, a young man approached me, and he came up to me and said, "Yo, sir, that's my dog." So I'm like, "Well, I don't know who you are, no, but that's my dog. You got my dog." So there was some resistance from me because the person just he just approached me. So He said, I'm taking this dog. So he proceeded to pick the dog up. He ripped off his coat. He took him off the leash. Took him. He said, listen, I'm taking this dog. That's my dog.
Who are we talking about here? Come on up. Switch with the gentleman.
How you doing?
You're walking around and you see the dog. That dog. What is your relationship to her?
That's my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law.
Yes.
So you see the dog and you recognize the dog as the missing dog?
Right away, I knew that was my dog. Not a lot of Yorkie poo, not Maltese poo. Doesn't have the pigtail. So I knew because it was...
It has some unusual markings too.
yeah,
It's very black with a very white chest.
Exactly. So I knew right away that was my dog.
When did you notice your dog missing?
The night of.
Ma'am, I'm talking to you. Can you tell me when you know? Is it your dog or her dog though?
It's her dog.
Okay. What happened?
My husband take the garbage outside, and I opened the cage. Billy came out. I left the door off open, and Billy went out with him. So as he come back inside and close the door, he said, "Where is Billy?" I said, "Oh my God, you didn't see him outside with you?" And my husband went this way, and he went that way. We were not worried because it was just a few minutes, so we said he could never gone
This was
far.
on Christmas night?
Christmas night. So we knew.
How far do you live from them?
Just since the incident, we found out.
Right. What,
It's
a block?
around the corner.
Not even
Oh, it's
a whole block.
on the corner.
Around the corner.
It's around the corner.
So did you folks go out that night to look for the dog?
Yes, we went out that night.
Why didn't you post flyers in the neighborhood?
We didn't get a chance to start doing that yet. We started calling the vets. I'm sorry if I'm speaking for her, but we started calling the vets to find out if anybody reported
Bring
us
Billy
a found
there.
dog. You understand? So we didn't get a chance to start putting up flyers because...
You should do it the next day. I don't know. Whenever you lose a dog, that's what you do. You do it that night. You do it, first of all, because it makes you feel like you're doing something. And second of all, because it's the single most effective way, rather than hoping that the vet you call is going to take the time to figure out, maybe you didn't call the same vets. All right, so tell me about how so it's January 2nd, and you're walking in the alley.
Yeah, so I'm walking in the alley, and I see the gentleman over there, and I approach him. I said,
Billy.
This is my dog. Before I said anything to him, I called out Billy, and once Billy heard my voice, he started jumping and waggling his tail. So I knew right away that was my dog. But I felt some sort of hesitation coming from him, like he didn't want to leave the dog. At first, he didn't tell me that he found the dog. He said somebody gave him the dog. You understand? But when I pointed out everything to the gentleman that, that was the flea collar that was left on him, the tail, I pointed out everything that could prove that was my dog.
What'd you say?
Exactly. So I said, this is my dog. You found him about a week. Everything that I said to him, he agreed
He knew
with.
that it was real.
Exactly. And just to...
So you told him you found him a week ago. That's when I lost my dog.
Exactly. Right. And he said that, I said, I'm just taking him. No. When you came to...
Don't talk to him. Talk to me. Okay.
When he came to our home, because we invited him in after that, after everything, we was trying to settle something. We invited him in. I said, I specifically, excuse me. But I specifically stated to him that, sir, did I not say to you in the alley when we had the confrontation that I am not stealing this dog from you, I am taking this dog that belongs to us in our home? And he agreed, and the officers was there when he agreed that I made that comment. I did not just take the dog from him.
Well, no, you took the dog from him, but the question is, do you have a right to? I mean, if it's your dog, you have a right to. So what did he say to you?
He agreed. He knew that the dog was...
What else did he say? Did he say anything else that night?
Well, he mentioned that he made payments and that he spent a lot of money. But I did state to him that we can sort that out. You understand what I'm saying?
What money did you spend?
I did put a chip in the dog. I did take the dog to the vet. I did get him rabies shots. I did get him another shot for when I call they call it a kennel, but I have proof. I have receipts.
Well, that's
from the
fine.
vet.
But those are all the things you did in contemplation of the dog being yours.
Right, and this was before he took the dog.
Right.
So I did all of this.
Why would they return the dog? You don't believe it's their dog?
Well, no, because of the incident when we went to their house, the story that they told us.
What did they tell you?
The lady told us that she had the dog, she gave the dog away to somebody else, then she got the dog back. Sometimes the dog gets out, wanders the neighborhood. Sometimes the dog can be found down the block of the neighbors. Sometimes the dog can be found down the block
Wait,
at
I don't understand what you're saying. Are you saying you're a better mother?
No.
Or are you saying it's not her dog?
No, and then I asked for proof, and I asked for paperwork, and I asked for photos.
What
and
right do you have to that? It's either their dog or it is. So you are saying that you're not sure it's their dog.
I wasn't sure it was their dog,
You
according
just really
to,
wanted this dog.
That too, but I also was not sure. I was not sure because when I asked for certain things, they said they lost the paperwork, they asked for photos.
You don't have to have paperwork. Wouldn't it have diffused the situation if anybody had a picture with the dog or
I
something?
asked
We
for
got
that too.
pictures. Sorry to cut you off, ma'am. It was
That's
just
okay.
at the time when she was asking for the paperwork, it wasn't readily available. She owns a business, so she's drowned in tons of paperwork. You understand what I'm saying? But I'll let her speak for a second.
That's good, because your mother-in-law
I would really
block
like
you in
to
a second. Go ahead.
When my son-in-law, Serge, came in with the dog, we were so happy to see him. I was concerned about the person who find the dog. I said, let's go find the man. He said, the man understand. I said, he might not understand. He might seems to understand.
Yeah.
Let us go find the man
he's
and
gonna
tell
be
him that
sad.
we appreciate
Right.
he finding the dog.
Right. That- I
So
understand.
I spoke to the husband, and he said to me, listen, I said, I will reimburse you for what you have done or whatever is needed, because he really don't need any more shots. So he said he can't do nothing about it now because his wife sleep with the dog every night. So there's nothing that he can do right now until she comes from work at 10 o'clock. Okay. So when she came in 10 o'clock, her approach was not for settlement. Her approach was like, show me your papers, show me your papers. I said, lady, you found the dog. We lost the dog.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, should the plaintiffs get the $2,500 that they paid out to care for the dog before the dog got taken back by the owner?
I think they should get half.
Why?
You know,
That's the most unsatisfying answer of all. It's either all or nothing. I'm sorry.
I think that they should get the money because maybe they found the dog at the shelter. And
No, they found the dog in the street.
on the street. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe not. No money.
What do you think?
No way. No way.
Why?
They should have found the owners of the dog before they went and spent all that money on it. I mean, the dog belongs with its rightful owners.
And maybe they took the dog.
Yeah, they're probably dog thieves.
Maybe going inside the courtroom.
It's very simple. You lost the dog, they found the dog, and like 5 minutes after the dog walked off and around the corner. I mean, it's right there. So I don't understand how you feel that I'm going to order them to return their dog to you.
Well,
It doesn't become your dog because you took care of it for a week.
I understand.
And if the monies that you spent were monies that you spent in contemplation of keeping someone else's property, I also don't have to order them to pay you that.
Well, the reason I came to small claims court was because I didn't feel that it was their dog at the time. And that's
How do you feel now?
I don't know still.
You think they just walked up to, coincidentally, walked up to a stranger on the street walking the dog and happened to have telepathy to know that you'd found that dog, as opposed to that he knows that dog in particular was lost a week ago? Yep. You think that? All right.
Well,
and then what's all the paperwork you got there now?
We have Billy here with the children in the daycare. We have Billy here 57 weeks ago. We have Billy medical here from the doctor, from the previous owner is on it, and then we take the time when we have the paper from the lady we bought the dog from.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this dog is so cute. I can see why there's such a problem. Do you want to see this, or it really doesn't matter?
It doesn't. I guess at this point, you're looking at the pictures.
Yeah, this is your dog. It's all over Facebook, dated pictures that are on Facebook with the dates of the cute comment they made about the dog and stuff. But this is their dog. But it defies logic that you have a found dog of a few days ago and someone goes, oh my gosh, it's my dog! And that you think that they just came up with that. My verdict in this case, based on the evidence I've heard, is for the defendants. Okay? Good luck, folks. You have a very, very cute son-in-law who is like saving the day for you, and I hope you treat him well.
We do treat him
Good.
Well, let's find out how disappointed the plaintiff is over losing this case and knowing that the dog stays maybe where he belongs.
Well, honestly, I hope they really take care of this dog because the dog should not be wandering the neighborhood the way they said this dog wanders the neighborhood.
You really love this dog.
I love the dog, and I pray to God that they will at least honor that and take care of the dog the way they're supposed to.
Any doubt that it's theirs, though, in your mind
At
now
this
anymore?
point, yes. Well, I asked for proof initially. They gave me such a hard time. Now, of course,
right?
they provided proof.
All right.
That's
You gonna get
why.
another dog?
Yes.
Good. Okay, right down this way. All right. All right, come on in here. You got your dog back, and is that enough?
I would like to know where she put a chip in him so I could get it out.
Yeah. You don't want a chip in the dog?
The chip and the vaccination is not good. You need to find the owner in the dog's welfare. You need to find the owner
You got Billy
for
back.
over a period of time,
All right.
and then you know what vaccination he needs.
Can I say something?
No, we got to go. We got to out of time here. Let's go to Harvey.
Okay, if you find a dog, what you should do is you should go to the shelter and report that this dog was running loose or whatever. And then ultimately, if the dog is abandoned, then they will actually give the dog to you, but that's the way to do it. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.